Yes, it's the fabulous Creole Love Call. One of my favorite songs. I've played with so few people. Now that I think of it, only Roger Kellaway I think I've ever played this with. No, with Bucky and John. They also played it. Bucky Pizzarelli and John Bunch. But the first section of our show is dedicated to the Creole Love Call. And this is, of course, Duke Ellington in 1927. Let me see who was playing on that band. Let's see who's on that band. You guys could probably tell me. Louis Metcalf, Bud Miley, Joe Nanton, I wonder who that bass player is. Might have been. No, this was 1927. So this was. Originally released in 1932 by Columbia Records. I have to listen to a little bit more. 1932. Ellington was very young and looked a lot like Branford Marsalis. I mean, Winton. Needs more bass. Oh, that's good. Somebody jump into the bass player. Now, it wouldn't have been Jimmy Blanton. I don't think so. Oh, hi, mates. Who's the bass player on this one? Yes, yes. Wowee. I tried to play along, but they were playing in the cracks. It was A and a half. B flat and a half. my version of it. Recorded forever in posterity, whether we like it or not. Let's go to someone else. Let me see. Let's see what this link is like. Oh. Adelaide Hall. Yeah. That's very nice. Don't worry, we will call you. Let's see who this is. Oh, check this one out. Kathleen Battle with that's very pretty. Ooh. She's good. She's got a future in this business. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yes, indeedy. Now here's another version. Okay, boys. No, let's play Creole Love Call. Creole Love Song. Come on. Go. This is the album I did with I don't know what it's called. For Duke. With Joe Beck, Gary Burton, Terry Clark, and myself. It was supposed to be my record. Now it's out of now it's been hijacked, and now it's a Gary Burton record. Very sexy version, don't you think? Now listen to Joe. Ooh. I can't turn it off. But I'm going to. Ooh, that's pretty. I forgot how good Joe played on that. Yeah, I thank you, Bill. Whew, man, is that beautiful? Wellman Browd, of course. Wellman Browd, says Bill Crow. That's who the bass player was with Ellington. In 1932 or whatever they recorded. Wellman Browd. Right. Right. Because I forget when Jimmy Blanton died, but Milt was old enough to. He says he was there. He went out to see. Hello, Jay and the Jayettes. Creole Love Call was, therefore, the second best thing about 1927. You know, John, you got it. Hello, everyone. The year I was born, 27? 27. Now, I tell my family I was born in 1940, and I'll be 80 this year. And I was born one lifetime after the Civil War. And it was 80 years after the Civil War started. But Bill, you're 57 years. You're 67 years after the Civil War. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I know you've thought of that, but I haven't. I am amazed that it was that close. Ahoy, mates. Mary Jane Hopper, ahoy. We're setting up. Wellman Brown, Bill Crow, you and Joe sound great. Thank you. I noticed I repeated that. That's worth repeating for me. Yeah, I like that album. And that album did nothing because it was with the. Oh, I'm not going to diss anybody, but it was with a company that didn't promote it at all. I don't want to be quoted, but they didn't promote it, and it was a good record. My arrangement of C Jam Blues is on it too. I'm going to play that for a second. I have to play it. Listen. Okay. Don't stop showing up, you guys. I love that record. So that's my Creole love song et al. Section. I had one more. I just want to see who else I had singing this song. Oh, Catherine Battle again. Oh no, an a cappella, a young kid doing an a cappella group. Listen, give it a serious effort. One kid doing all the tracks. I got to do that sometime. I got to get one of those. That's not that hard to do, really. All right, I'm going to have to set myself up to that. To take a song of mine and do it in 6 tracks. That's what I'll do. Hey, Nick, Nahum. That's a dreamy sounding C Jam blues. Yes, I put all substitute changes in. I knew Ellington wouldn't hear it on this earth, so I went ahead and did it. And it's been nice. Let me see. Lindy Lindy flew in 1927. Yes, that was a fine American. That's right, but he did. 27? You were born in 27? So was Ray. So you would have been the same. Ray would have been the same age as you if he were alive. Who else was born in 27? Somebody else famous. I think Charles Mingus was born in 27 too. I do believe. But enough about you. How do I like your new album? I love it. I must go turn off the air conditioner. It's ruined the vibe, man. Oh, it turned itself off. Good. It's only trying to keep it to a certain place. I have to try this again. This is my favorite song. But after, of course, I do. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we've settled into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy. I'm doing what you can expect of me, I've practiced. But it will not mean a thing, cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. But then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the bass on notes of bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords is no less a miracle than a Lord's. So as I make 1,000, ever sit there and be kind. Do not cultivate resentment, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. Oh, oh, oh. Then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede. And he'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. He knows that we made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. And she knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space, and she knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. I could show the world how to smile. I could be glad all of the while. I could change the gray skies to blue if I had you to. I could leave the old days behind, leave all my pals. I'd never mind. I could start my life all anew if I had you. I could climb the snow-capped mountains, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you at my side. I could be the king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. could change the gray skies to blue if I had you. I could leave the old days behind, leave all my pals, I'd never mind. I could start my life all anew if I had you. I could climb the snow-capped mountains, sail down my deep ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you at my side. I could be the king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do. There is nothing I couldn't do. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. That song, I'm gonna play it until I know it. That just reminds me of Bucky and John. You know, John Bunch, Bucky Pizzarelli. I have some records of those. They did an album called Fort Duke that really is good. It really is good. I'm going to start featuring that too. I'm going to find that record and I'm going to start playing it as part of our thing here. Today I got to save this. I got to save the little page. That was Creole Love Call links. Creole Love Call links. Yes, Jay Leonhart. Okay, good. Untitled. You didn't get that? Creole Love songs. Good. Alrighty. Good night. I have last night we had a nice show last night. I enjoyed it. And then because my iPad had no more memory on it, I couldn't save it. I tried to save I saved most of them, but I missed maybe 3 or 4. And so I went on to Facebook, found the version of it, and taped it. Videoed it with a camera, stuck the camera right in front of the screen here. But the camera is a very high resolution camera, what they call 4K. And I'm dealing with a 65 gig video now. My computer's like, what is this? Rumbling around my insides. Remind me of the snake after it's eaten a deer. My computer's doing its best. I have an iMac, an old iMac. This is an old iMac, 2011, but it does a fine job. And the computer's busy working on this thing, saying, what are we doing? So when it gets up to on YouTube, it will be a result of a lot of work, because I put all these on YouTube. And while we're at it, I found I have had 2 MacBook Pros. My wife had one, and I had one. We bought them in 2011, maybe 2012. And they both started to slow down and get lousy. And I tried to fix them, couldn't help it. So I went to a little fellow who was recommended to me. I don't know his last name. His name is Mike. He's my age. He lives on Queens Boulevard. And he has a little shop. And he claims he has fixed them both. His shop has fixed them both. They both run great. And he put, for a total of $600 for 2 computers to be resuscitated. And if that is true, that means I'll really be able to now do my show live on Facebook and also on YouTube. So look out. I don't know what it means. It doesn't probably mean very much, but I will be able to do it, and I'm very happy about that. Because I have a lot of people. Oh, if they're not, see, only my friends can watch it on Facebook. Only my friends. But on YouTube, anybody can watch it, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm reading Mary Trump's book about who else? Her uncle, Uncle Donald. And you know what? It's a surprise. I don't usually read these books because I'm not much into scandal books, but this one is well written. She's a bright woman. And she really tells you about the family. You like my scars getting better? That was from those of you who weren't here. I went to the dermatologist yesterday, and he gave me a little frozen lemonade, a little frozen nitrogen. Yeah, that's what it is. And it burns like hell, but it gets rid of basal cells. And this is like the 750th basal cell I've had taken off, so I'm lucky. I'm lucky, really, because I think we all have known that piano player who 30 years ago played around in New York, and he was a Christian Scientist, and he had a basal cell on his nose, and it finally killed him because he couldn't do anything about it. Maybe they didn't do it. Maybe they didn't have the technology then, because I know when I had my first operation on my head, it was the biggest deal in the world. It was like, geez, big scars, and now I go to this guy Ariel Ostad, who's one of the top dermatologists in town, who takes Medicare. He takes Medicare, and he not only does he get rid of the basal cells that become, but he's a plastic surgeon. So he takes the medicine, he takes the thing off, and as opposed to just leaving a blob there, like one of my, I don't know which face it's on. I have a white spot here from a previous encounter. I think it's right here. Is that it? He'll take it, and he'll just give you a little nip and tuck, and your face gets younger and younger all the time, to the point that you look like Peggy Lee. But just little teeny, just it's adorable, and it's all done under Medicare, mind you. So this guy's a wonderful guy. He's a great guy too. Ariel, Ariel, Ostad, Ostad, dermatologist, 68th in Lexington. Lovely man, and he's really, he's like supposed to be the top dermatologist in New York City. You see it in the magazines and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just telling you, he's a good guy, and he's done me a lot of good. And except yesterday he did that. It hurt. But he knows he's done it to me before. He knows I can take it like a man. He would never say that. He's too. Let me see. Happy little nips and tucks. Yes, exactly. I gave. Hi, Vaughn.
Hi. Sorry.
Excuse me. I gotta go close the door. There's no reverence. They're in the studio next door. They all take it for granted. So I got Trophy a nice little stand. So he stands a little higher. Stands on my recordings. It's good use for them. He's happy there. Showing off. He's very proud of his. Very, very proud. Yay! Welcome back to everyone. Welcome back to Michelle Benson, yes, and Gary Haberman and Howard Gloucester. Howard Gloucester. Howard Gloucester. Oh, yes, John. That's John Weber. I know. Vaughn came away, and he's doing a lot of, I mean, even talking about school. I don't know how any of you have kids in school or grandchildren in school, but Vaughn's living with us now, and the problem of going back to school in New York is intense. Because if he goes to school, he can't stay here anymore. If he goes to class, he cannot stay here anymore because the odds are too strong that he'll bring the virus back with him at some point, and my wife and I will get it, and then I'll have to stop doing my show. And that would be the worst tragedy of all, because I want to reach 1,000 shows, and I'm going to. You took the little award out of the bag. Yes. He likes his bag. He likes his Ziploc bag. He gets a sense of security, which he never had because he's just always been out in the open. He likes being able to tuck away. Anyway, folks, it's time to do a song. And after that lovely chorus of I Can Show the World How to Smile and all that optimism, I thought I'd perform the song that I wrote after hearing innumerable cowboy songs and how the cowboys always, the writers use so many good metaphors. I said, I could write a song with a lot of metaphors in it. So count the metaphors. You say you got a number. You say you are so smart. Well, don't say I did not warn you, friend, because she's gonna break your heart. You say that I don't scare you. You're as brave. You say that I don't scare you. You're as brave as you could be. She'll have you howling like a dog in a kennel. Just you wait and see, because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Your heart just loves to wander. Your heart just loves to roam. But just like General Custer and his boys, you're going to wish that you never left home. You say that this doesn't bother you. What's all the fuss? Well, soon you're going to feel like a poor little beagle run over by a Greyhound bus because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Once she gets you in her sights, there won't be no way to distract her. You're gonna feel like a squirrel underneath a big steamroller or a bug in a trash compactor. Like a piranha in a fish tank, she's gonna chew you right apart. Just like a possum neath an 18-wheeler, she's gonna crush your heart, 'cause she's mean. Mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Zappa-do-do-do-do-do-do. you're gonna end up hurting. It's written in the plot. You're gonna feel like a watermelon drop from a helicopter down into a parking lot. You're gonna end up hurting. Sorry about that. But just like a bug on the windshield of love, your heart is gonna go splat. 'Cause she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Yeah, she's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Full of metaphors. I put a couple of songs aside tonight, feeling slightly rambunctious. Here's one of my faves. This song was written, I don't know what got at me writing it, except that oh well. Oh, we crossed the ocean fair in this grand dame of the air, a giant airship built by Superman. Oh, we crossed the bold Atlantic in this airship so gigantic, held aloft by hydrogen. Oh, the transatlantic run is really so much fun. It's the only way to get from here to there. Everything's done right. It's such a perfect flight. This is truly life without a care. On the Hindenburg, yes, the Hindenburg. Oh, won't you join me, my coquette? Yes, it's the Hindenburg, the fabulous Hindenburg. Have you seen the coastline yet? The Hindenburg, it's the Hindenburg. It's the only way to fly. It's the Hindenburg, and nothing rhymes with Hindenburg. And there's a reason why, 'cause it's the Hindenburg, the fabulous Hindenburg. Everything about it is first class. It's the Hindenburg, the fabulous Hindenburg. Does anyone smell gas? It's the Hindenburg, the fabulous Hindenburg. Cross the ocean in a week or two. It's the Hindenburg, the fabulous Hindenburg. Look, New Jersey's coming into view. New Jersey is coming into view, 'cause it's the... Never mind. I don't think I like the spirit of that song. It doesn't really work right now. I like this song, though. Here's one of my favorites, and I hope it's one of yours too. Here's one of your... No, I said it wrong. Here's one of your favorites, and I hope it's one of mine. I love that. It is said that Sigmund Freud, in a moment of exasperation, claimed the following to be true. He said the Irish were the only people that he couldn't help. Ain't this a fine? How do you do? You see, now I'm part Irish, and I've heard the blarney flow, and I must admit I've done my share of drinking. And I'll admit it, Mr. Blarney and the Irish whiskey was not a lot of analytical thinking. Mind, not that we were introspective, mind you, now we could be, but we had other ways of dealing with depression. We were all musicians, actors, poets, and whatever. We fought back with self-expression. The Irish have known the good and bad, they've seen the share of misery. They know a lot about stress and strife. And they have a wit about themselves that's often a little too accepting of the vagaries and vicissitudes of life. God forbid that I should start to lionize the Irish, though it wouldn't be so hard for me to do. It's just that Sigmund Freud said he really couldn't help them. Ain't that fine? How do you do? Ain't this a fine? How do you do? My mother's side of the family was very Irish. My mother was a very artistic, gifted woman who unfortunately did not achieve nearly what she might have. But that was the way women lived. She was born in 1911, and she was a woman of her time. She was a great woman. We had 6 kids. She managed to survive mothering 6 children. I don't know how she did it, but she did. And she was very, very Irish. The family was very Irish. Now, our side of the family wasn't so Irish, but the Curtises, my mother's sister and my mother's brother, who was a Vincentian priest who spent 21 years in China and came back and chastised me for not keeping the faith. He was mad at me, but not really. He just couldn't do it. And let me see. Uncle Ken, he was the prodigious one in the family. He had 4 children. And many of his what would be his grandchildren are very successful in the arts fields, the actors and singers, and doing a lot of great stuff in Baltimore. And I love the Curtises very much. I think about them a great deal. And so when I sing a song about the Irish, I'm singing about something very close to me. Even though my father was German and English, Leonhart, his mother was Chancellor. My mother was from Curtis and Simon, French, Jewish French, I believe. Anyway, so that's how we came to be. At first I thought I knew what I was doing. Then I found out I was wrong. In spite of what I thought was right, the world has shown me otherwise. So I had to write my little song. For you see, I always thought the word was nuclear, as in nuclear power, nuclear generation. But now I find the word is really nuclear. Nuclear is the proper pronunciation. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it and you'll quickly come to love it. Nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Yes, yes. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. Nuclear has 2 U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear, it's macho. it's athletic. While nuclear is feminine, it's weak, it's far too gentle. Nuclear, it's passive, it's pathetic. Nuclear is hard to say, it sounds suspiciously like French. It's just too meek and humble. While nuclear is powerful, it has a certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais pas has a certain je ne sais pas, not quoi. Je ne sais quoi has a certain je ne sais pas. This is as rough and nearly too rumble. Yes, it's nuclear. Nuclear. And while it may seem peculiar, now I say it with no fear. But how the pronunciation went from nuclear to nuclear still remains ocular. Yes. Okay, perhaps I'm being nasty, being ugly, only getting ugular. But with the dumbing down of America today, I feel the urge to go right for the jugular. Yes, it's the nuclear. That's the way you say it. Any other way is just too taxing. Nuclear rolls right off the tongue. With nuclear, the uvula's relaxing. Nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it and you'll quickly come to love it. Nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid. Really, really stupid. Show the world stupid and proud of it. Although I don't think the world thinks we're so smart anyway right now anyway. We're showing the world stupid. We're showing the world stupid. And it's not nuclear, it's other thing, that thing that permeates the country right now, and it's got me paying attention, I'll tell you that. You guys are going out to work, and I don't know if I want to. What are you going to do when you're almost 80 and you're being asked to go to work? I mean, I've talked to some people my age who had it, and they say it was dreadful. They say it was awful. And there's people who survived. The ones who didn't survive, I didn't get to talk to. But the ones who did survive said it was nasty. And it's still very much around. So, show the world we're stupid and proud of it. I think we're doing a fine job. I think it's a fine job. That's stupidity. Zabu-dee-doo-dwee-da. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Oh, well, with that little bit of preaching, hilarious. Thank you. Howard Gloucester. Plenty of claps from Howard Gloucester. Timothy Bridges. Hi, Timothy Bridges. Howard Gloucester, otherwise known as John Weber. Vivian Marshall. Hello, Vivian. Stephen Goldberg. Whiskey or whiskey? What are you talking about whiskey for? Oh, did I share? I finally made I made my publicity picture. I'll close with this. I mean, if I really want to just liven the world up, here's how I want to be remembered. Big smile. Isn't that? I mean, that's a classy picture. It shows all the life. And of course, Trophy's in it because he needs to be in everything these days. Anyway, it's gonna be my publicity picture from now on. Listen, it's getting late. I'm getting tired. My dinner awaits me. With that, I will see you tomorrow. I think we're going to be in Hope tomorrow, and I'm hoping Tomoka will join us because the weather's going to be good enough, and she's threatening to join us for a raucous afternoon over at the great Verizon Towers. First of all, I just want to see if I missed anybody. So before I go to bed, before I say goodbye, Chris DeBerg, Leslie Orofino. Hello, Leslie Orofino. How my hems? I'd love to do that song from a woman's point of view. Love this tune of yours. What's that? He's mean. Oh, it's totally adaptable. Totally adaptable. Michelle, if you want it, just email me and I'll send it to you. Be happy to send it to you. Don't leave out nooks and crannies. Oops. Scott Labish. Abercrombie. I never met a four I didn't like. I never met a four I didn't like. I get it. Oh, sorry. I ran right over that one. You took the other award right out of the bag. Well, yeah, I did. I found it. Hey, Vaughn, perhaps little happy little nips and tucks. Folks, I love having you all join me and joining you all in the evening. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.